Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of X Malice along Kageyuki Shiraishi's route. Now after all that wonderful heartfelt stuff that went on, all that dramatic stuff that got my heart beating at the end of his good ending, we're gonna go ahead and do his extra first so that anybody who wants to see that can just see that at the beginning of the video here without having to get through the bad ending first, because I know a lot of people don't even like to bother with the bad endings. So yeah, like I said, first of all, our little extra scenario. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story.
I felt a floating sensation. It's comforting, like being wrapped in a blanket. I wanted to stay here forever. To forget it all, and sink into the sea of kindness. This was a dream. I wanted to continue dozing off. I wanted to leave reality and stay in this dream. But I couldn't let myself do that. Because I made a promise. I forced my eyes open. I saw the plain walls and ceiling. The warmth I felt earlier was gone. Only cold jail bars surrounded me. This is my reality, but there's no need for me to feel despair. I, Kageyuki Shiraishi, deserve to be locked up in this box. I don't think I'd be forgiven. I didn't want to be. I would just follow the rules of this world. It wasn't so different from what I've done until now. There was just someone different overseeing me. Except, there was one rather large difference. Even if I wasn't forgiven, I didn't want to lose hope. I want to see you. I wanted to be someone special. The girl that granted my wish touched me as Kageyuki Shiraishi. I want to return to your side. It was different than just waiting for things to end. I wished for a beginning, and here I was dreaming about it. I closed my eyes to doze off again. If I held on to that happy dream, being stuck in this cold cage wasn't so bad. The dream today was a little different. The laughter of children was the background music. Where am I? Did I ever come here?
Shiraishi!
Suddenly, I heard a familiar voice behind me while I looked off upon the hazy scenery. My shoulder twitched.
Phew, there you are. I was looking for you.
I turned around, and I saw what I wanted to see most. It was the girl I loved, Ichika Hoshino. She stood there just how I remembered. Ichika?
Why the strange look on your face? Come on, we better hurry or it'll get crowded.
Paying no heed to my confusion, she took my hand and started walking. Her hand was warm. This is a dream. Yes, this is all a dream. That was how pleasant things for me occurred. The images I wanted to see proved that this was all just part of a dream. Well, I guess I do dream often. I laughed at myself, but I thought that I may as well enjoy this. I returned her grip and began to stroll alongside her. By the way, where are we?
Huh? Shiraishi, did you hit your head? You were the one that said you wanted to come here.
Oh, Well, I may have said that, but I just wanted to make sure. Where are we?
The amusement park.
Amusement park? I'd heard of that before. It's a themed park that people visit for entertainment. Huh? I wanted to go to an amusement park. I felt disgusted at myself. They say dreams showed subconscious desires, but I really didn't think I had any desire to come to a place like this.
You feel disgusted with yourself for wanting to see an amusement park? Are you sure you're okay?
Well, You know, I can't really say this to Enomoto. But you're quite a romantic.
That may be.
Huh? You're not going to deny that?
Nope, because sometimes you say some pretty childish things too, Shiraishi. I find that adorable.
I see.
Yes.
She smiled while averting her eyes. I felt strangely embarrassed because I knew this was a dream.
Shall we go?
Yes, this was a dream. There was no need to think deeply about it. I thought that and smiled at her, and she returned the smile bashfully. That was enough for me to feel happiness.
and it turns into evening?
A roller coaster and a haunted house, water show, and dessert stalls. After we enjoy all the park's various attractions, I realized it was already night. It's getting late. Let's go home. While feeling sadness, I turned to her. I had to go back, but this was just a convenient dream. I had to go back to the cold world where she did not exist.
It's not time yet. We haven't gotten to the ride that you like best, Shiraishi. Is it the Ferris wheel?
As she spoke these words to me, I must have seemed slightly confused. The ride I like best.
The Ferris wheel.
Of course.
Can we kiss at the top?
I never said anything of the sort. I must have desired that in a fantasy. In a world not surrounded by white walls, I looked out at the colorful world with her. Speaking of which, they say that when you kiss at the top, your wish will come true. It was written in your favorite book. It's a great situation for couples.
I wouldn't exactly say that book is accurate.
Huh? Was it wrong?
It's not wrong, but not all wishes will come true.
She looked down in embarrassment, then looked back up at me with rosy cheeks. I've also heard that lovers who kiss at the summit will never part. A common myth, no different from fortune-telling. A fantasy not grounded in a statistical reality.
No, it's just an excuse to kiss.
But this was a dream. When I woke up, it would return to nothingness. And yet... Then, let's kiss.
Huh?
I wanted to cling on to anything, even a lie. We better hurry then. The park is closing. I take her by the hand and begin walking toward the ride quickly.
Shiraishi?
You don't want to kiss me?
You're asking when you already know the answer.
Because I like to see you when you're embarrassed.
Terrible!
Yes, you're terrible. But you already know that because you fell in love with me.
You're right. But I don't mind.
She's not fair. But this is all a dream. I want to say things that I would never say in reality. You don't think I'm dirty?
Dirty?
Her mirage just blinked and stared blankly ahead at me. These eyes almost seemed real to me. Oh, I see. I've burned her memory so brightly into my head that it was there for good.
You're a criminal. You may have hurt many people and caused misery. You can never be forgiven. But...
She stopped talking and looked like she was about to burst into tears for some reason.
But to me, you're special, and I love you more than anyone.
Ichika.
That's the truth.
I knew this dream was too perfect. I already knew that, but still, hearing that made me wonder if this could just maybe be real. Because it was very easy to imagine the real her saying something like this. That's why I want to return. No matter what happened, no matter the hardship, I wanted to return to none other than her. Thank you. I summoned up all my feelings to put into the words I was about to say. I felt nothing but love for the girl that quietly let me take her by the hand. Let's get on the Ferris wheel. We kissed and swore to be together forever. Even if it was all a mirage, the promise we made at the apex would allow me to overcome anything, until the day I see the real you again. My guilt, my self-loathing, my regret, it felt as if it blew it all away. Because I loved you.
Oh, that's so sad. I wish we could have just run away together instead of him having to do jail time. Alright, so in order to get his Blighted Love ending, I have to go back to that time when I was supposed to shoot 0, and I have to miss. So no trigger pulling. I renewed my resolve and pulled the trigger, but... I felt an excruciating pain in my neck that paralyzed me and brought me to my knees. This is...
I won't kill you that easily. I believe that you have the potential to become one of us. As you can see, you shot your gun at evil. It seems you weren't fully prepared, though, but I suppose that's good for passing marks. I shall give you what you desire. So, fulfill true rebirth together with us.
I wanted to maintain my conviction, but each time I fought it, Zero activated the poison, causing me intense pain each and every time. One after another, after another. Once I got close to death, he administered the antidote to me, restoring my health. It would have been much easier if I had simply died. When I started thinking that, I must have already broken down completely. Until... Wanting to be freed from this pain, I pulled the trigger. After taking countless lives, I'd begun to walk this blood-soaked path. So I was trained similarly in the way that Shiraishi was, except as an adult instead of from childhood. But he said he would give me what I wanted, so does that mean he let me be with Shiraishi? Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my god, he's so sexy. Zero saw that I had become an executor and gave him to me. He listened to everything I told him. He sometimes came close to me, like a cat trying to soothe my madness. But every time I see him, I'm reminded that I could not save him. Today, I killed Yanagi. First, it was Enomoto. The other day, it was Sasaka. The police didn't try to catch Adonis anymore. What about my brother? This world was ruled by fear, and what Zero decided was what became truth. Those who defied would be killed. No one objected. Everyone began to turn off their minds, like me. Why are you crying? Does it hurt somewhere? He didn't answer, and simply let his tears flow. The fact that we're both aware that we didn't save each other. It's not that he didn't want to answer. He can't. Zero had taken his voice. The last thing I heard was a painful cry. Oh.
I could not protect your heart.
That voice forever stuck to my ears. He always tried to protect me. Maybe he was just crying in my place because all my tears had dried up a long time ago. It's fine. I'm okay. My heart was numb, and I no longer felt pain. Those halcyon days had passed into oblivion. I honestly didn't even know if I was alive or dead anymore. I'd allowed myself to bask in the scent of blood. It was sad and definitely a bad ending, but it was still pretty cool. I like that the bad endings of this are not just, horribly, horribly disappointing. It still tugs at your heartstrings, and there's still things in it that you like. At least for me. I don't know if you all feel the same way, but... Oh, and the pictures. That was such a good picture. I want to talk about it more, but it's like 1 o'clock in the morning right now. You know what? I'm going to record something later and tag it on to the end of the first video. So by the time this came out, you'll have already heard it. You'll already have heard me talk all about Shiraishi. But my god, I love him. I don't think I'm going to like anybody else in this game as much as him. Although Okazaki might surprise me. I kind of thought it would be between the three. I thought it would be Enomoto or Okazaki or Shiraishi, but Enomoto was quickly put out of the race because I thought he would get serious after a while, but he didn't. He never did. So, he never grew up. So he was out of the running pretty fast. I loved him, but he's just not, that kind of love. He's just a really cool character. Whereas more like, aww. Not like, oh. But yeah, Okazaki and Shiraishi are more like, oh, characters for me. Alright, well, tomorrow, or if this is the first video of the day, then it'll be the second video uploaded today. The next video will be Okazaki's start, I think. So I hope to see you there or in some of my other videos. And I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.